Welcome back. In the third Pennsylvania Sire State contested here Monday at Harrah's Chester, we had the race for 3-year-old fillies, and with that, here's Heather.
Yes, tough, super tough group of sophomore pacing fillies. Respectable was lightly raced last year, but she's made like $200,000 this year. Don't Deny Me has raced at 5 different tracks. Her last 5 starts, and Native Bride, make a note, Brian Sears is in the sulky, but she's trained by Joe Pavia Jr.
Let's watch.
They come past us for the first time when Dragon Fest is met at the outside by Native Bride, and Native Bride, favored at 50 cents on the dollar, has made the front easily for Brian Sears. Dragon Fest is relegated to the pocket spot, and those two are tracked by Riven Hanover. And then it's Lucy B at the inside. Up front, Beth Ann is first over from mid-pack. She's within 4 lengths of the lead. Respectable is following her cover, and so too is Don't Deny Me. Pavla Hanover continues to trail. She's 8.5 lengths off leader Native Bride through a half of 56-1. Up the backstretch, it's Native Bride by a length and 3/4 from Dragon Fest in the pocket spot, and up front Beth Ann continues to advance from first over. Respectable is second over and 3.5 off the lead. Riven Hanover is gapped at the cones. Then it's Don't Deny Me at the outside of Lucy B. Pavla Hanover still has 7 lengths to make up as they move to the far turn, and it's Native Bride by a length from up front Beth Ann, who inches closer on the outside of Dragon Fest. 3/4 in 1:23-1. 3/16 to go for Native Bride. Her lead a length and a half. Up front, Beth Ann is stalling from between fillies. Respectable is sweeping 3 wide, and Dragon Fest is gapped at the pocket spot. They're at the top of the stretch, and Native Bride kicks clear by 4. Respectable has come on to be second. Dragon Fest is under urging. Then Don't Deny Me in the center of the track, but Native Bride is home free.
Native Bride left out of post 7, gets in the 4-hole, and then she has like ants in her pants and her sulky in her harness. I don't know. But anyway, she rushes to the lead, and she ends up winning in 150-4.
Wow.
Yes, I know. Driver Brian Sears just comes home in 27-3. That's just unbelievable. Respectable was second. Don't Deny Me was third. I know I'm showing my age, but I remember when like this division would go in 155. It was like yesterday. I'm like getting old.
No, they're going a lot faster.
Yeah.
And you are getting old. Anyway, in the 4th and final Pennsylvania Sire Stake, it was the hard-knocking up-front Hannah's Boy with Tim Tetrick, who went off at even money. Mystery Chase with Palone was the 2-1 second choice. Lone Star Legend, Dave Miller on the bike, was the 5-1 third pick. It promised to be exciting, and it was. Let's watch.
They come past us for the first time, and Atochia pokes his yellow blinkers in front. And Lone Star Legend is applying pressure now. Lone Star Legend sweeps up to take charge from Atochia, and those two are tracked now by Goddesses Justin. First rate was shuffled back there to 4th. He's 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then comes Keystone Nautilus. Outside of him is up front Hannah's Boy. Mystery Chase still has 9 lengths to make up, and It's That Time continues last of the 8 through a half mile of 54-2. Across the bridge and onto the backstretch, Lone Star Legend leads by a length and 3/4. Loosely tracking Atochia. It's then a length and 3/4 more to a first over first rate. Goddesses Justin is gapping the cones. Up front, Hannah's Boy is second over and 5 lengths off the lead. Nowhere to go for Keystone Nautilus. Mystery Chase needs to do better from third over, and it's 2 lengths to trailer. It's That Time. Lone Star Legend holds clear by 2 from Atochia, past 3/4 in 1:21-2. They're midway around the far turn. Lone Star Legend by a length and a half from Atochia, and then it's a 2-length separation to Goddesses Justin at the inside. First rate from between horses. Up front, Hannah's Boy is 3 wide. Mystery Chase is widest of all, but 7 off the lead at the 150. Lone Star Legend at Atochia. Atochia reclaims the lead with a 16th to go, and it's Atochia under Gingras urging, and Atochia wins.
Tetrick tried to wire the field, but disappointed and tired late and finished 5th. Yannick Gingras with Atochia won the race in 150-2 at 10-1. I love horses that win in 150-2 at 10-1 when my money's on them.
Or when you own them.
Exactly. Lone Star Legend David Miller was second. Keystone Nautilus and Tony Morgan was along for third. By the way, Tony Morgan and Tetrick are locked up in a real tongue war for most wins this year. They're only a couple of wins apart. They're both around 700.
Yeah, like in the entire country.
Yeah.
It's like battling back and forth. You
And
know,
they're from here. These are local guys.
Woo!
Is that good or what?
That's great.
Good stuff.
Maybe it's the whole T, the first name, Tony, Tim.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work something out there.
Let's go up north to Pocono and take a look what happened up there. And with that, here's Heather.
Yes, so we've got the open pace from Pocono going for $22,000. Boulder Creek is the multi-millionaire in here. We've also got Redstone Ruckus. Tough horse. He's raced almost 30 times already this year.
Wow.
And Soul Chaser is peaking as a 7-year-old. This year he has taken his lifetime mark.
Good stuff. Let's watch.
Soul Chaser, 250 grand in the bank, is on the outside going the long haul with Napolitano third. Overseer, another Chester shipper, is on the rail fourth. Then it's Redstone Ruckus moving up after a win in the top conditions fifth. And Tivoli Hanover to the outside in sixth is about 4.5 back. The half 54 and 4, 27 and 4/5 eye-popping fractions here in the slop. It's Boulder Creek with the lead here with Goodell, leads it by a length and a half. Trying to stay close there, Yukon Cornelius loses a bit of ground in second, but now tries to fight back. It's Soul Chaser hung out to dry on the outside. Tivoli Hanover trying to go 3 wide around that one, although Soul Chaser picking up momentum there in third. At 3/4, 123. That panel was 28 and 1. It's still Boulder Creek going a big mile here. Soul Chaser not done on the outside. Moves into second. Coming up further back there is Redstone Ruckus into third. At the top of the stretch, Boulder Creek trying to go gate to wire. Sets down for the drive now. Soul Chaser on the outside has gone a long way on the outside, but is still gaining. It's Soul Chaser outside Boulder Creek. Soul Chaser, a huge mile.
The announcer said huge mile. That was bigger than huge.
Bigger than huge.
Bigger than huge. You never see a horse park every step of the way, winning in 151 and 4 over a sloppy track.
He might as well have gone around twice.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he looked like he was he looked like a corpse down the backside. And came again.
Yeah.
And just grinded down the 3 to 5 shot, Boulder Creek.
He was driven by Anthony Napolitano. I don't know, should I call him Tony maybe? Hey, Tony!
But Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. And Anthony Napolitano also proved to be a mutter that day. He won 5 races on that card. That was actually his biggest card for all the Pocono meet this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the only action at Pocono worth mentioning. They also had, in Monday's feature, was the Open Handicapped for Fast Class Trotters. And Scorpion Moon, the New England invader, who's won 12 of 16 races this year, went to the gate the 2 to 5 prohibitive favorite. Hard-knocking race mare Nicole's Promise, you know her?
Oh, yeah.
She likes to race against the boys and beat them up.
I remember her, yeah, from last week.
Well, she was 5 to 2. Let's see what the race looked like. Okay?
The half 57 and 4, 30 and 2 second panel. That's a huge breather there for Scorpion Moon on the front end. Well rated there by Pavia. He leads it by a length. Levity's Pride working out the trip there second. Still trying to advance on the outside. Beach Nut Brand has moved to within 2.5 there in third. It's Nicole's Promise boxed in fourth. Second over out there in fifth. Ivanhoe Blue Chip showing trot. At the end, Cow Chip's Muscle Pit in the Pendulum. 3/4, 126 and 2. That panel sped up to 28 and 3, but that's still pretty comfortable here for Scorpion Moon, who now begins to step away. He's out by 2. It's Levity's Pride second. Beach Nut Brand is stalled out there third. At the top of the stretch, couple taps now from Pavia, and Scorpion Moon really begins to deal. He's out there by 5, by 6, and Scorpion Moon, never in doubt on the front end, continues his amazing season with an easy win.
Scorpion Moon was the monster as advertised with Joe Pavia Jr. in the bike, and wins on the engine from the 8-hole in 154 and 1. Never any doubt after a 30 and 2 second quarter. Nicole's Promise closed well for second, but was not good enough with 17 to 1 Levity's Pride third. Now we have a fun segment when we come back you won't want to miss. The Tim Tetrick Bobblehead.
Wow, that's great.
It's a nervous condition with me. He's got a bobblehead. I want my own bobblehead when we come back. Stay with us.